Alrighty, hello and welcome back. Okay, so it has not been that long, at least for me, since the last boss completion, and I've prepared our crew here. I got a couple of quests after I ran all the way up to like 990 or whatever it is. So one thing that the wizard told me was this particular boss has a tendency to use an ability that puts us to sleep, and then he gave me a quest so that he would actually give me the blueprint for that item, which I'm going to be equipping, which is why I have nothing in the item slots, because we're going to use that item, that accessory. I do have a build here where I'm taking 3 carpenters again. We're taking 2 nurses just in case, and we're taking the mystic to make sure that we don't run out of magic. And actually, that needs to be changed. I need to put a reflection in there. Okay, so we've got reflection gems, damage reflection gems in our nurses and mystics, and of course we've got damage, pure damage, which is the star gems in our carpenters, because they're going to be our main damage dealers. We're running the evade armor for our nurses and our nurse mystic here, and then she has this other armor. These give damage reduction and grants a thing where we can inflict burn if I want to, and I like to have that option. So we have that on the carpenters as well as one nurse. That gives us some additional opportunity to stack burn damage on him if he actually takes burn. I have no idea. We'll find out. Okay, so and let me show you my relics real quick. Boom. So this is up to 45. I know I put some stuff into this one. I got this up to 50. I think I got this one up to 60 from 50, but I don't really remember. I don't think I touched the rest of them, so that's pretty much all I've done. This remains the same. I don't think I touched this one at all, and obviously we don't have any of these yet. However, on that note, Carpenter is now level 44. The nurse is 47, the mystic has hit 47, and the thief is 47. And I haven't really used any of the other ones. I'm gonna level the dark mages up soon enough. But anyways, we're gonna get those class relics. But as you can see, you're probably not going to be getting a whole lot of relics, because I've been grinding, I would say, a decent amount at this point in the game, and I still don't have a single class relic. Now, if you prioritize that and ran like all 6 nurses and you just did it over and over and over, then yeah, you probably would get it unlocked relatively quickly. Anyways, the thing I was trying to remember from last episode that I completely blanked out on was quest stuff, and I obviously already have some quests available to complete. And the reason why I leave this sitting here is once I click this, there's no going back. It makes you like take the item. So here we go. Boom. Okay, so spend battle credits. I did use some battle credits to run. I did about 3 or 4 runs where I just let it auto run all the way up to 995, so that's nice. Okay, this is another one that I guess I had never finished, or maybe I got that before. I'm not really sure, but anyways, there's that. Okay, it looks like I didn't finish the one I needed to finish. That's a bit of an issue. 95. Oh, wow. So we are not going to be able to do this. That is a bit disappointing. Okay, well, that changes things. I guess we're going to go in and try to manhandle this. I would have really liked to have had this. I guess the auto battles do not count for this. I have no idea why that wouldn't count, but okay, well, I know for a fact this guy's going to put us to sleep. So I do have lots of different pets leveled up now a little bit. So I've got status resist up to level 5. This guy's still at 12% gold find. Our physical boost would be nice to have. I also leveled up item find a little bit. And then if you're wondering, that's essence. This is boost to magical attacks. This little bro is evade. This guy's damage reduction. And this guy's damage reflection. I think what I'm going to do is bring my my status resist pet. And we're just gonna hope for the best here. If I look at my thing here, let's see here. It doesn't tell you what your status resist is. Maybe you have to click on each one individually here. As you can see, each boost individually here. 20% status resist. Okay. 26%. Oh no, 31% reflection. Wait, where is it? 33% status resist for her. 20% for him, so that'll be the same for her, and then she has 20%. I really would have much rather had that ability, but you know what? We're going to YOLO it and see if we can do it. We might be, I feel like where I am with the relics currently, we're probably ahead of the curve, but we're not ridiculously overpowered. Okay, if that's the case, then that means I'm going to have to build out how I would normally do this. I guess I'm just going to put a bunch of power in here. Oh, man, that is really disappointing. I thought for sure that that quest was going to be completed, but of course I couldn't click it and be prepared for the video, because if I did that, you didn't get to see the other completions. So, okay, well, you know what? YOLO. Here we go. If he ends up destroying us, then that'll be that. And we'll just have to do it in the next episode, I guess. No, I don't really want to do it that way, because then I've got kind of a wasted episode here. That's disappointing for sure. Well, either way, we're going to see, and we're going to fight our way through this boss. I really hope we can get through this. It's designed so that you have these abilities, but I guess if you hit hard enough, it won't matter. Let's find out. Here we go. Even with all that status resist, we still didn't cut it. All right, here we go. Excellent. You're just in time to die. But first, let me regale you with my master plan, as all great villains must do. Here's the thing. We all know that good and evil are on opposite ends of the spectrum, but take a closer look, and the same can be said of any 2 points you choose. Why aspire to the mediocrity of darkness when I can be the darkest? What some would call excess, I call wasted potential. But you see, nobody just wakes up one day as the darkest lord. Oh, no, it takes work. To create pure black, one must mix the other shades together. So I traveled from dimension to dimension, seeking out and capturing the lords I needed to complete my evil. Okay, I could even call it twisted. Or you could even call it twisted. Your friend was the last addition to my collection, a perfect blend of greed, relentlessness, and insecurity. Also, he was just generally pretty weird. He was pretty tough to track down, though, always bouncing from dimension to dimension. So I decided to lay in wait. It took some time. It took some patience, but I finally spotted him. You were close behind, which was of little consequence to me. After all, someone should be here to enjoy the show. But I think that's enough dark exposition for now. It's time to stretch my legs. All right, well, here we go. See what we got. The Darkest Lord. Okay, 12,000 damage. Let's see what our guys hit for, shall we? 1.3k. That's pretty good. We are going to try to poison him. Okay, he resisted. 1.1k. I think I'm going to go ahead and hit. Okay, resist. 1.1k. We'll go ahead and get this up. Okay, that didn't hit me that terribly hard. So far, not too bad. We are absolutely destroying. But he will do it. I know he's going to do the ability, unless we kill him so fast that he doesn't even have the chance. Guess we'll find out. Dang. Oh, here it is. You've been put to sleep. This character cannot attack while waking. Wow, this must be the first time I've been put to sleep. Wow, 4 characters got put to sleep. That's bad. Okay, well, I hate that we're in this state, but I'm going to go ahead and push the phase. I don't really think I have a choice. At least I have 1 healer and 1 attacker awake. I need to get to my healer, though. Alright, you know what? We're gonna YOLO it, man. Oh, we got no choice. Okay, great. Okay. I was hoping everybody would wake up, but it does not appear that way. Alright, well, here we go. Boom. Good. Very good. We're in serious trouble. Uh-oh. There's the real boss. And the majority of our crew is asleep. Okay. Hmm. I really hope they wake up. I feel compelled to heal because I don't want her to die. Okay, well that wasn't that bad. This is really not how I had hoped this was going to go, but okay. Well, we're doing some damage. Oh, we finally woke up over here. Excellent. I think we've recovered at this point. I'm going to overheal just to be absolutely certain. Then I'm going to let her put this on. Resist. Too bad. Oblivion. Very nice. And that's why you want to make sure you're fully healed. And guess what, guys? I think we've actually done it. There it is. We did it! Without the items we needed. That's hilarious. Can't contain the dark... Boom. How about that? That's a cool looking boss right there. Excellent. Well done, friends. I'm deeply sorry that I let my power be absorbed by this miserable creature. Strike true and banish him from the mortal plane. I, too, am ashamed for letting my guard down. While I had doubts that we would ever escape our confinement, I can't say I was surprised to see all of you on the other side. Bravo! I've met a lot of losers in my time, but this darkest guy takes the cake. Now please, stomp this ugly mug into oblivion. Oh. Do I really get to... Well, Darkest Dude, it's been a heck of a ride. You are pretty flippin' evil, I'll give you that. Unfortunately, you had no idea what you were up against. This group here? Relentless. Tenacious. Some would say annoying. It didn't matter how many times you beat them. They would be back on your doorstep faster than the blink of your big dark eyelids. No, I'm afraid you never stood a chance at all. Oh, and by the way, sure, maybe I am a little weird and insecure. Better that than dead, though, am I right? Because from one dark lord to another, I sympathize, I really do. But in the end, you just couldn't cut it. Worthless. Pathetic. You had the chance to be part of perfection. Instead, you mocked it. Remember these words. The Darkest Lord is not just one individual. It is an inevitability. It is reality. Always a lightest, always a lightest, always a darkest. Such is the way of extremes. They may not share the same vision that I did, at least not yet, but it is, as all things are, simply a matter of time. Boom. We did it, boys. We did it. Nice. Just out of curiosity. Okay, so it gives us the magnificent robe now. Looks like we can craft uranium bars now. Looks like we can craft a bunch of other stuff here. I can't remember if all these were here or not, but if they weren't, you're able to see them now. Oh, 10% boost to character mastery. That would be nice. I'm just going to show them here, but okay. All right, well, let's talk to this bro. Amazing. Look, I knew it was a long shot, but I just had a good feeling, you know? To be fair, I was actually starting to get used to the smell of smoldering ash around here. Think that could make a good soda flavor? Probably not. No, you're right. That's a terrible idea. I'll work on it. Okay? Now let's talk to this brother. You did it! You fools actually did it. I shouldn't have been so quick to doubt. When you spend as much time as I do pondering the universe, you tend to be a little pessimistic. Our town here is still in pretty bad shape, but we will rebuild over time. Your friend already departed for another dimension. I suspect you'll be joining him. Farewell and thank you. Boom. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to assume that quest follows us, but that's really stupid. That I guess I didn't really need it. Oh, by the way, I got this quest too, and I never did turn it in. It's a way to get free, like 100 gems, and you have to just trade 1,500 essence, which that isn't that bad. So you could definitely do it. I still haven't done the arena stuff, and I don't have the ruby yet, but we'll get that done eventually. All right, let's go ahead and just let's liquidate again. 10k, nice. And we are going to the warrior dimension, finally. Cannot wait. We got so much more fun to be had once we get to the warrior dimension. Please accept my apologies. During your last trip through the interdimensional area, the Darkest Lord somehow managed to pinpoint your location and divert you from your intended path. Normally, I would not allow something like this to happen, though to be honest, no one has tried something like this either. Maybe it was just for the best, though. Without your accidental interference, the Darkest Lord may have gone on to destroy quite a bit of this part of the universe. As we discussed before, it's still not my place to intervene in such matters, but his abuse of the interdimensional area really soured my cosmic grapes. Let's just say I was rooting for you. Now then, why don't you follow your friend to your original destination? Can I call your friend now? Can I call your friends now? It seems like that last dimension really sealed the deal. We can stick with acquaintance if you want. Don't forget your last relic. Boom. Yay. Magic boost. We will definitely be using that one. And now, friend, your destination approaches. We will meet again. Will we? Will we really? Boss Rush is now available. Okay. Very good. We will definitely check that out at some point. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff here. Let's talk to our broski here. Ooh, this sort of stuff is amazing. I think I get it now. Anyways, this is the place I was trying to bring us to before the Darkest guy tried to, destroy the universe. Good job with that, by the way. I mean, I landed that sick finishing blow, but who's keeping score? Actually, I'm the one keeping score. And you know what I think? You need me. What? We could team up and usher in a new era of raiding. I tried taking a break. I tried going on vacation, but battling is in my blood. You know what I'm talking about. Listen, there's only one of me, and I'm pricey, but if you want to climb some serious levels, let's talk. Okay, so we can absolutely hire the Dark Lord now. That's amazing. Yeah, he's amazing. He's a great character, and we will definitely be hiring him pretty regularly. But again, you can only hire one of him, so that means leveling him all the way up to 50 takes a long time, which is why I'll be running tons of levels in the background from now on, because we're going to have to get all of our guys leveled up. Okay, let's see what this guy... Oh, okay, let's talk to the wizard first. Welcome to the Warriors Dimension. Boom, we finally made it. This is the home for all of those that just can't get enough of those big, juicy numbers. Now then, you may have noticed that your surroundings look a little familiar. That's by design, of course. We just wanted to remind you of your home dimension, which is a perfectly reasonable and convenient explanation. Also boring. Lucky for you, I specialize in illusionary magic. That means I can make some things look like other things. So let's have a chat, and I can, for very reasonable prices, give the place a little makeover. Unfortunately, you probably lost most of your gold on the journey here. Though, given your insatiable thirst for battle, I don't think it'll be much trouble to earn it back. Have fun. Okay? Almost forgot. So I have this pile of junk I've accumulated during my travels. These items produce a variety of effects. You might find them useful, interesting, or just strange. But useful or not, they are hard to come by. That means they carry a high price tag. You'll find everything in the oddity shop, so take a look there. I'll be sure to add anything else I come across. I have no idea where that is, so that's interesting. The oddity shop. Okay. Alright, friends. I've got some new smithing tools just aching to be used. I can take your level 10 items. I can take your level 10 items and apply a plating of the finest. I'm an idiot. I can take your level 10 items and apply a plating on of the finest ores you can provide. Each ore can be plated into a different kind of stat boost, producing a unique item that can't be found in the dungeon. But this is some real advanced stuff here, and I'm gonna need one more forge upgrade to see it through. Take a look at my upgrades list for the details. I think it'll be worth your time. Okay, so looks like that'll be it, and we don't have that yet, but we'll easily be able to get that later, so we'll do that at some point. Okay, now where did that guy say the I don't know where that shop was. Interesting. Maybe I have to talk to the wizard again? Oh, here we go. Oddity shop right there. Okay, characters will have big heads in battle. Display a floors per hour. Oh, man, that's 1 billion. I know I had that on my other save. Or will no longer spawn naturally in the dungeon. Does not affect mine shafts. Seems a little weird, but okay. Warping into the dungeon is always free. Okay, for 10 billion, I just don't think that's worth it. Treasure rooms will instantly open a random chest, reducing wait times. Enemies are removed from battle instantly when defeated. Does not include bosses. Original theme of Soda Dungeon 1 will play in the town. That's kind of neat. Alternate paths will be chosen or skipped instantly, reducing wait times. Okay. Your party starts their adventure in the defend state. Interesting. 10 trillion gold? Good lord. That's a lot of money. 500 trillion. Treasure rooms are skipped entirely. It saves time. And then one, whatever that is, quintillion, I don't know. Bosses are removed from battle instantly when defeated. Okay. Well, this gives you an idea of how long they think you're going to be grinding again. Okay, well, that's cool. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I obviously have to start the run. So let's go ahead and get some basic sodas here. And this time, I don't have to worry about hitting a boss, I don't believe, anymore. Although I'll watch it a little bit closer than normal. But let's go ahead and refresh the tavern, and let's see. I don't have 20k gold, but again, that's what I've been running. Now that layout is going to change once I make some gold, but I have to actually get started. So in order to get started, we're going to have to, well, you heard it, get started. So we'll just do our normal carpenter build here to start with. Big surprise. Now, I could take the Dark Lord, and I probably should. Yeah, you know what? Should I? No, not for the first one. It doesn't matter. It probably doesn't matter, right? I don't think it does. Because when I take these guys out, I'm going to do, remember, I'm taking that guy out, and I'm going to be unlocking the owner, the blacksmith, the wizard. The wizard and the owner are the most important ones. At some point, I'll have to unlock the chef and the blacksmith, but, you know, this is our priority. So I'll be farming for a while here. And once again, remember, this is now reset. And I'm also going to show the primal lands at some point too. So, but I got to get moving in this first, and then I'll come back and kind of show off what like a full 100 levels in the primal lands looks like, and then it basically just repeats, obviously, just like the main castle does. But yeah, so there it is. In case you were wondering what my settings are here, I don't know that I've shown that off recently, but yeah, and here we are. We're in the final dimension here. So that boss battle went quite well. I do think... Oh, I forgot to change my pet. Crap. Oh, well. Anyways, yeah, I think that went quite well, especially considering we didn't even craft the things that they intended you to craft. And we had 4 of our 6 guys put to sleep, and yet somehow we still managed to beat that. That has to show that hitting for 1.3k is probably higher than they expected you to be at that point, more than likely. So we kind of just brute force it. I'm glad I went ahead and just did it anyway. So what I'd like to do is get to level dungeon level 80. I don't think it's going to say anything. I think at this point forward, it should just be janitors for where the bosses would be, as they normally are, and that should be fine. And I'm going to start the real grind coming up. So what'll happen is I'll start grinding, getting better gear, and then the next run will be, 2 times that amount of money in essence, and then we'll just keep going. Oh, I forgot to spend my money on my relic too. Dang it. I mean my essence. So yeah. I mean, I can't really do the battle tokens until you have to actually get far enough in the dungeon to let the thing auto play itself. So the further you get in that, the further you can run that. But I'll be saving up those battle tokens or whatever the heck they're called. I don't remember. Something like that. Anyways, I'll be logging in and doing that and just trying to make progress. I'll probably start running it overnight if once I'm able to survive for a while. I'll build up a lot of gold, a lot of essence. I'll be boosting my relics, and I'll be working on trying to get that item that on hit it has a chance to just increase one of your relics randomly, which means the OCD in me wants to keep them all at like a nice level, but you have to just let go of that, which I will do. And yeah, it'll just start boosting everything that we have unlocked. The interesting thing is when you don't have relics unlocked for all the classes, there's more chance that it will go to the relics you actually want it to go to. So that's kind of nice. But once they hit level 50, I think it just automatically unlocks, so it's not like you really have a choice. But the good news is I'm not going to rush leveling classes that I don't care about, so that's nice. And that way, hopefully, I mean, this assumes I can make stuff. Now remember, everything I get from here on out, I just get to keep. There is no resetting of items, equipment, or any of that stuff. So I'll be stockpiling ore. You can do ore runs where you enable the mine shaft and you go with some of those miners, which they just break the ore faster. That's all they do. So again, at some point I'll level them up a bit. Once I get my relics boosted up, I can just run 1,000 levels of the dungeon from 1 to 1,000, let's say, but I'll put 6 miners in, and it'll be the XP will be multiplied by 6. And if I remember to craft those things that boost your relic percent, like 10%, and I can put more than 1 on each one of those guys, you can blast through the levels at that point. So, but it'll be expensive. You have to grind it out. But once you have the items here in this dimension, you're done. That's it. There's no more grinding for those. Like, typically you only need either 6 or 12. I mean, 18 at the absolute maximum. So, pretty cool stuff. And as you can see, this level 80, is normally when it would prompt like somebody to talk to you, whoever the dungeon guy was. But in this case, we don't see that. So we're just gonna call it at I'm gonna call it at level 100 here. And if for some reason I get a quest, I guess you'll just see it in the next episode. I'm not sure how much time is going to pass between then and now, or I should say now and then. I'll just be grinding away, trying to make some progress so I have something to bring you back for. And yeah, we'll just, so here's the first janitor. Look at that little guy, isn't he cute? Boop. You just got destroyed, buddy. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave it for now. Again, I do hope you enjoyed. If you found yourself enjoying the video and you don't mind hitting that like button, that'd greatly help me out, and I would definitely appreciate it. Also, if you're not subscribed, now would be an amazing time to do it, and I hope to see you in the next episode. We're really going to start taking off here, so have a good day, and we'll see you next time.